Hey guys, it's me Suran, back with another video. This is going to be my third video on Tidal. My third and final video on Tidal. You guys know that typically I max out at 3 videos. So this is my third video on Tidal. This is going to be my last video on Tidal. Tidal is just a hot mess. And I'm not going to keep making videos on the fuckery that is Tidal. Like, I'm done. I'm done with Tidal. Like, I'm finished. Tidal is back in the news again for some more bullshit, basically. A picture got leaked of Jay-Z and Beyonce at the Tidal offices, and none of the people working at Tidal are white. So this is causing all this controversy because, like I said in my last video, Jay-Z basically essentially did this free concert B-sides thing where he's basically trying to motherfucking guilt and blackmail black people into supporting Tidal, talking about, you know, oh, my business is failing, there's a racial element, you guys should support me because I'm black and this is a black-owned business. As I said in my last video, I believe that Tidal is not failing because of racism. I think that Tidal is failing because of poor business practices. You know, this has really been mismanaged from day one. I do think that the media is taking a certain amount of joy and glee in dragging him that has racist undertones, but it's like, these people keep fucking up. They keep fucking up. Like, Jay-Z, you keep fucking up. Like, you're making it very easy for them to drag your ass through the mud because you keep fucking up. And instead of taking a step back and saying, man, I'm really fucking this up, maybe I should fucking relax, you know, you're just kind of, you're throwing everything at the wall right now and you're hoping something sticks, basically. So instead of coming up with a sound business practice, they thought they could just rely on the strength of these artists and these celebrities and these superstars, and that didn't work. So now they're trying this race angle, this, you know, support me because I'm black angle, and that's not sticking. So now you're trying to turn it into this, and people are hating on me because I'm black, and so I'm gonna link it to police brutality and systematic racism and, you know, state-sanctioned violence, which, like I said in my last video, is fucking disgusting. And that's not sticking. And now, and like I said last week, you had these leaked pictures. You tried the, oh, we're broke, so, you know, give us more money because we're poor, starving artists. And this leaked picture of Beyonce pouring $20,000 down the drain. And now you're trying this, you know, support us because we're a black-owned business. And now yesterday, this leaked picture comes out of Tidal's office, and all the people working there are white. Like, stop. Jay-Z, stop. Whatever you're doing, it's not working. Stop. Cut it out. You're really just shooting yourself in the foot over and over because you refuse to take a step back and say, maybe I have a flawed business plan and I have a flawed model and maybe I need to work on that. There's all this controversy because people are saying, you know, oh, you're trying to guilt us into supporting your business by saying it's a black-owned business, but you don't employ any black people. Like, you know, kind of like I've said in other videos, you know, these people say, oh, I'm black, so you need to support me. But it's not reciprocated. It's not a two-way street. They expect the black community to support them, but they don't want to support the black community. You have these black celebrities and these black elite, this talented 10th, which I've talked about in other videos, that when the chips are down and their white homies have turned their backs on them, you know, just like I said in my other video, oh, they loved you when you was niggas in Paris, but now that you're actually trying to, you know, go big with this Tidal service, now you feel like, oh, black people come put on your nigger capes and come save me, right? When you're not even employing any black people. They don't employ black people, which I've said in other videos. Beyonce herself doesn't employ very many black people. Beyonce is all about the feminism and the women. I have the all-women band, but nothing really that explicit about black people. And I know people always say, like, oh, well, Beyonce is not, she's a celebrity, you know, she's not this, she's not that. And I've said this before also in other videos, when you get up on stage and you have feminists behind you in 6-foot-tall letters, that's taking a definitive political stance. If you can take a definitive political stance of calling yourself a feminist without worrying about what type of backlash you're going to get, you can take a definitive political stance of being pro-black, but these people don't want to do that, right? They want to come run to us and ask us to support them and lift them up, you know, the black community, but they don't want to reciprocate and they don't want to give anything back. And now you have this leaked picture of this all-white staff that's just sending people into a tizzy. Like, you told us we need to support you because you're a black-owned business, and racism and white conspiracy and white people are trying to keep you down, so black people need to lift you up. But meanwhile, you have no black employees. So you're trying to pull one over. You're trying to pull the wool over our eyes. You think that we're fucking stupid. And a lot of people have been saying, like, oh, that's not fair because Tidal is a Norwegian company. Let me tell you. I have it in front. Yeah, it's European. It's European. So, Swedish, Norwegian, right. Tidal was launched in 2014 by Swedish-Norwegian public company Aspero. In the first quarter of 2015, the parent company Aspero was acquired by Project Panther, which is owned by Sean J.C. Carter. Right. So people are saying, oh, it's a European, it's a Swedish, Norwegian country, so it's understandable that the staff is all white. One, there are black people in Europe. Please, everyone go watch Cecile Emeke, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, her amazing Strolling series, which the first part of her series went through, the UK and England, and now she's actually doing the second part of her series, which is in France. But she's basically traveling through Europe, documenting, I started to say it again, documenting the black European experience, the experience of being black in Europe. There are black people in Europe. There are black people all over the world. Just like I said in my Mad Max, there are people of color all over the world, okay? So this excuse of course it's white because where it's located really just doesn't pan out. Like, I'm sorry, but it doesn't. There are no all-white utopias anywhere. Sorry, doesn't exist. There are black Europeans. So even if I'm going to go with, okay, it's a Swedish Norwegian company, even if we're going to throw out the fact that there are black people everywhere, all over Europe, that is still an excuse. Because Jay-Z is the owner now, right? Jay-Z bought the company. He owns the company. If he wanted to employ black people, there would be black people there, okay? People are like, oh, what's he supposed to do? Fire the whole entire staff? He nicely fired the motherfucking CEO. And according to Wikipedia, so you can take it with a grain of salt, according to Wikipedia, they're actually closing the offices in Stockholm. On April 16th, it came to public attention that Tidal is closing its Origin Aspero offices in Stockholm, terminating the employment for all Swedish employees, including the current CEO, Andy Chen. The company refused to comment on closing the offices, but confirmed that Andy Chen has been replaced as CEO by Peter Tonstad. Peter Tonstad is a white dude. He's a white guy. You could have replaced him with a black person, since Jay-Z, since you're so pro-black, and this is a black-owned company, and black people need to support, and black this, black that, black power. Since you're so pro-black, you could have easily hired a black CEO to head your company. Since it says here that you're closing your Swedish offices and you're terminating all of your Swedish employees, I'm going to go ahead and take a guess that that means that the people in that picture that leaked yesterday are new employees. Those are new hires in some type of American office, right? Because Jay-Z and Beyonce are not overseas, which means that they hired all white people. They didn't hire any black people. And even if those were the holdovers or the rollovers from the Swedish company, people don't have to do that. People all the time in corporate business, you have these mergers and these corporations and these groups and these people and these CEOs and these CFOs that acquire companies, and they fucking fire everybody. They fire everybody. That happens on every level of management. Every single person has had a job where a new manager came in and was trying to get rid of them and was trying to get rid of the whole team so they could bring in their own team. Okay, that's business. Everybody wants their own team. So even this excuse of, well, it's a rollover team and what's he supposed to do, fire people. If you're going to make your platform Black Power and we're fighting institutionalized racism with Tidal and you need to support my business because it's a black-owned business, like if that's going to be the angle that you're going to take, then hell yeah, I say fucking fire all of them and hire an all-black staff, or else I don't believe you. We don't believe you. You need more fucking people, okay? I'm sorry. I have cat hair. My cat was like on me. Sorry. I'm like seeing it in the view. But yeah, it's like, like I said in my last video, you have these people that want to play both sides. They want to play both sides. They want to run to the black community and have the black community prop them up, but they feel like they don't have to reciprocate, you know? They feel like they're the elite, they're the rich, they're the talented 10. They can just ask us, and we're just supposed to give and give and give, and then they take our resources and they just run away, you know? And there's some really good links. There's some really cool articles floating around that I'm going to link for you guys. Boyce Watkins actually has up a really good video on the same topic. It's a talk that he's having with a woman named Yvette Carnell, who has up a really funny article called Jay-Z Needs Your Help to Pay His All-White Tidal Staff. Right? Black people, black community, you know, you have this business, you need to fucking pay to help support these white people. Who will think of the white people? Who will think of the white people? Who will think of the multi-millionaires that are not making enough money? They're only making 30 million instead of 80 million. Who will think of them? Who? Who will think of the white people? Who will think of the white people that can't get those engineering jobs in other companies? Who will think of them? Black people, it's your job because Jay-Z's black and he told you so. Like, that's really where this is going, right? And it's kind of weird and it's kind of fucked up. And it's very much like, you're black, so you need to support me, right? In the Boyce Watkins interview, the woman Yvette, she said, you know, I hate to say pulling the race card because that's such an annoying term, but really you have someone that's interjecting race into a situation where, one, race never needed to be interjected because the failure of Tidal is about failed business models, not about race. You have greedy fucking multi-billionaire artists that want more money, right? And they're trying to make their fans pay on the back end instead of taking that up with the streaming services, like I said before, and the managers and the lawyers and the this and the that. And then you have somebody that's trying to guilt people by tapping into some type of black struggle and some type of pro-black consciousness when you don't even have any black people working at your company, you know? And I said this in my last video, or if I didn't say it, I said it in the comments with someone. I said, you know, like, Jay-Z and Beyonce, you know, they do not do anything publicly for the black community. Everything that they do is in secret, it's quiet, it's in these whispers and these, you know, we're gonna secretly bail these people out and we're gonna secretly do this and we're gonna secretly do that. But they can put feminists on big 6 foot tall letters, Beyonce. They can go on this concert and say, oh, well, racism is keeping me down and this, that, and the third, but you can't publicly use any of that money and open up a school, a grocery store, hire some black people, do this, do that. I felt the same way about Kanye West when he was launching his first clothing line, Donda, which failed. And he said the same thing. Oh, the white fashion people are keeping me out and this, that, and the third. While I'm sure there was an element of truth to that, you also had shitty fucking designs. You had pants with no closures, no zippers, no buttons, and no pockets. Instead of going back to the drawing board and saying, maybe my designs were flawed, let me hire some up-and-coming black creatives. Let me move to Paris and hire some up-and-coming black creatives. You have these people that they want to, as I've said before, take all their resources and run and give it all to white people because it makes them feel like they're better than the rest of us regular black people. But then when those white people, those same white people turn their backs on them, they're running right back talking about racism, racism, racism. The white people took their toys out the sandbox and they won't let me play. Black, big brother, big black brother, black big brother, black community, come protect me. Come go fight these mean white people for me so that when you prop me back up, I can drop your ass like a hot potato again. We're not fucking stupid. We're not fucking stupid, right? The black community's not stupid and we're over it. We're really over it. Like, we're over it, okay? We're over it. And nobody wants to hear about how this is a rollover staff and this, that, and the third because whole staffs get fired every day, B, okay? I have a friend that works, in corporate America doing mergers and acquisitions for small green organic, all natural companies. And one of the major things that happens when smaller companies, like a small independent company like Aspiro, gets absorbed into a large company like Tidal or like Project Panther owned by Jay-Z, is that the whole staff gets fired. That's typically how it works. If Jay-Z wanted to fire all those people and hire black people, he could have, but he didn't. He didn't. He fired the CEO and hired another white person. Think about that. When these people say, oh, but I'm black, so give me your money and support me. Fuck you. I'm not making any more videos about Tidal. Tidal could sink, it could fail, it could do good, it could do bad. At this point, I'm done talking about Tidal. This is a whole bunch of bullshit from a bunch of elitist, whiny crybabies that then want to fucking use race and guilt trips and extortion and all other types of shit to get the black community to support them when, their white friends took their toys out of the sandbox. And Sorry. Nigga, wake up call. It happens. Last video on this shit. I'm not making no more videos on this. Of course, let me know what you guys think in the comments. I know the Jay-Z fans and stands are gonna be pissed. I don't care. Corporate, you know, read about corporations. That's the way shit works. If the staff is all white, it's because he wants the staff to be all white, period. Obviously, these are people that think, I don't want to say they think they're white, but they think they're part of that elite, that they're better than the rest of us, and they could just use us and then drop us, and we're done. We're done. Tweet it to Jay-Z, tweet it to Beyonce, tweet it to Nicki, Rihanna, whoever the fuck you want. We're done. We're not your little puppets and your little playthings. Right? Food for thought as always. See you guys next time. Peace.